So you're running out of closet space. The good news? You don't need to stop shopping. You just need to start selling with The RealReal. The RealReal is the world's largest and most trusted resource for authenticated luxury resale. Whether it's that mini bag that can't even fit your phone or those boots you never fully broke in, The RealReal handles everything from photography and copywriting to shipping and pricing. So you can just sit back, get paid, and make room for things that actually feel like you. And with 10,000 plus new arrivals every single day from top designers like Prada, Celine, Louis Vuitton, and Loewe, all for up to 90% off retail, you're bound to find something perfectly on brand to fill that extra closet space with. Plus, this May only, you can get an extra $200 to shop when you sell for the first time. Make room for what feels like you. Go to therealreal.com to start selling and get your extra $200 to keep shopping at therealreal.com. That's therealreal.com. Terms apply.
Hey, dolls and divas, it is Shea. Welcome to another episode of Wanna Be On Top, where I will be talking with my girl, the one and only Nicole Byer, about fun casting stories, traveling to Romania, and John Cena. Stay tuned.
Forever. Dog.
With me, Shea Coulee. Are top model fans born or made? Hey, I'm Shea Coulee, and welcome to Wanna Be On Top, a podcast where I explore the cultural phenomenon that launched 1,000 smizes. As always, I am joined by insatiable power bottom and top model expert Maxwell Esposito. Maxwell is my friend and producer and is going to help us keep things on track here. Hey, girl.
Hi, Shea. So let's just remind the listeners, on Monday, we sat with Nicole and we talked about all the hot things that were happening in the summer of 2003. We talked about Tyra. We talked about low-rise jeans. We really went deep.
Yes, and I'm so happy that we are joined yet again by the amazing Nicole Byer. Okay, Nicole, I kind of want to pick your brain about the casting special. So, Top Model lets us go behind the scenes of casting, and you get to go to the last round of casting for Top Model. And, okay, so, what has the casting process been like for you? You know, you're a Hollywood girl, you're on these shows, you're getting booked, you're in your bag, you're blessed and busy. and for anyone, I feel like in entertainment, that takes a level of persistence to get to the level that you're at. So you obviously, have to have some very interesting stories about some fun auditions and or casting processes that you've gone through.
Yeah. So in the beginning, even now, you put yourself on tape where you have to go in and schmooze and make them laugh and then, remember your lines. And,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like in-person auditions are very much like, is she crazy? Does she come in the room crazy? Can she do the lines like a normal human being? And then at the end, is she crazy? And I think it's most of it's just being like, I memorized my lines. I'm not crazy. Now I'm in a very nice position where sometimes I get offered parts, and I say sometimes because it happens pretty infrequently, but when it does happen, ooh, baby, it's a treat.
Yes.
Also, something that happens is sometimes I think people get really discouraged and they don't try their hardest because they're like, I'm not going to get this. But I truly can't count on my fingers. It's happened more times than I can count that I've auditioned for something and then got a different part on whatever I was auditioning for, which is cool because it's the casting director was like, oh, she's very funny. She's capable. She's not crazy. Let's put her in something else. Let's throw her a little bone. But the wildest, so the first thing I booked was a Nestle commercial for Israeli TV.
Yes.
It shot in Romania. And at the audition, the lines were truly come get ice cream. And the casting director was like, okay, I want you to be as black as you can be. And when you get too black, I'll pull you back. And in my head, I was like, what the fuck is too black? Like, is it if I like hand her food stamps? Like, what is too black to this white woman? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what does that mean?
Like you're
to
like,
her?
I need a scale like on a a scale of like Dorothy Dandridge to like Angela Davis. What we talking about?
Like, do you think I'm gonna like, like jump you into the gang? Like, what is too black for this white woman? What is that? So truly did the lines like, ooh, ice cream, like just put on a very like wild voice, like more than code switching. It was a caricature of what you would think of as a black woman. Yes. And then I booked it. and then I had to like continue to do this to a non-American, I guess he was Israeli director, who at one point was like, I don't even know his accent, but it was like, I want you to, I want this to feel authentically black, like your people. I want you to say things that your people say. And I was like, my people say words. I don't know what this means. And he was like, call him son, even though he is not your son, because there's a kid in the commercial. No. And I tried my hardest not to say son, but so I'm flying in this commercial and it was like pretty cheap. So they also, when I got there, the stuntman was like, "Hello, Nicole. We tested the rig on the biggest." Stuntman? Yeah, because a stuntman, because I was doing a stunt. I was being hoisted in the air like 10 feet in the air and flying because I'm a fairy. But also I'm in Romania. So this man is like, we tested the rig on the biggest man we could find. You're bigger than him, but I think you'll be fine. And I was like, great, hello to you too. So they hoisted me up there, left me up there as I'm like hanging 10 feet in the air, and they're arguing over the lines I should say. And I was like, I'll just say whatever you want, because I was like getting nauseous. So then what ended up in the commercials, me being like, come over here, son. So they got you. They got me. They got me, gal. But that's one of the wildest things. They also flew me coach. And I had never been overseas before, ever in my life. And I didn't know on international flights, they give you wine. And they give you food. So the lady was like, do you want noodles or whatever else they had? And I was like, I can have noodles? I want the noodles. And she was like, okay, have the noodles. And then she came back around. She's like, white or red? And I was like, white or red what? And she was like, wine. And I was like, right. And then she poured me a glass and I was like, can I have another one? And she was like, yes. And I was like, I'm stealing. I have all the wine. And I didn't know that it was just complimentary.
I love that. Yeah, no, honestly, it's interesting. I like the first time that I flew overseas coach, I didn't know that you got like, a little pasta or a noodle dish either in mine. And I had the same exact coach ass reaction of like, oh, wow, it's hot. There's steam coming from it. I get a hot meal. Thank you, ma'am.
The first time I flew first class, I didn't know that domestically you got drinks. So I was like, may I have a vodka soda? And she was like, sure. And then I was like, how much is it? And she was like, what? And I was like, And I was like, that was a bad reaction. How much is it? And she was like, honey, she was a black woman. So she like blinked, she bent down, she went, honey, when you're flying first class, you don't have to pay for anything, okay? You can have anything you want. And I was like, anything? And also, like, I have a round cherub-like face.
Yes.
So I probably look like this, just a very young child, like a little boy, because I didn't have a wig on, being like, I can have anything? Oh, boy.
She's like, yeah, I'm in the air and I miss my child, and you just remind me of them. I love it. I love it when you get a really lovely flight attendant who like reminds you of an auntie, and they're like, I got you.
And they just like take care of you. I love it. The worst is when a flight attendant's like, well, aren't you a good little sleeper? And I'm like, were you watching me? Like, like leave me alone.
I remember one time catching a flight back from London, and I was so tired that I slept through the whole thing. And she was just all like, oh, do you have a good nap? And I was like, Yeah, like, isn't that what people do on planes?
Yeah, I'm like, what are we supposed to do? Like,
I'm
stay
like,
awake and fucking watch the Delta fucking thing?
Right, you didn't have to pour me a damn thing.
Yes,
I was knocked out.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, but actually she did mention that. She said, you were the easiest person that I had to take care of. Wink, wink. And I was all like, yeah, can I actually get a little bottle of water, though? My mouth is dry. I was snoring.
Here's a fun plane hack. So
Ooh.
right before you're about to land,
Yes.
ask the flight attendants for the water that they have. Like when you're sitting in first class, they have the big things of water. So you can just take a bunch of big waters. They don't care.
Wow.
Also, you can ask for the booze too. You know, can I have a couple Mbacas for the road? They give it to you. They don't care.
Wow.
Hell yeah. I watched this white man. He was like, can I have a bottle of Pellegrino? And they brought him this giant bottle of Pellegrino. And I was like, that white man figured it out. So I said, I'm going to be that white man.
I love hacks like that. It's like absolutely amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
I mean,
only if you fly in first class, though, right?
No, I think in coach you can, well, I mean, if you're in the back of the plane, they're really mean to you. And I've been back there. They're so nasty for no reason. And you're like, it's not my fault I'm poor. But like, if you're in economy, if you're in economy plus, they're more willing to help you.
Got it. I was like, yeah, I've never seen anybody get a bottle of water leaving coach. Not on a plane like, that often. So
they're like, get your ass
they
to
give
the
out little
thing.
ones in coach. But I feel like, I think they give out the little ones. I think it might just be first class. Or if you're in Comfort Plus, you can like make a friend. That's what I do when I fly Comfort Plus. I like buddy up to a flight attendant and then they give me things. People don't get it. If you're nice to flight attendants, they give you shit.
I know. Like that's you know what? I feel like that's just like a good rule of thumb in general. Be nice to people.
Oh yeah. Not because they'll give you shit, but just in general because they'll make you feel good.
Yeah, it'll make you feel good. And then oftentimes people will be like, wow, that person was nice. Let me just like,
do you want to know who was mean to me?
Who?
Mora from the customer service of West Elm. I will not stop talking about Mora. She was so rude to me, and I don't like her.
Okay, Mora from West Elm, from the customer
West
service.
Elm customer service.
West Elm. When my friend Nicole was just trying to get some decor for her
to get a bed.
humble
ordered a bed December 26th, the day after Christmas, because it was on sale. It's a March. Where my bed at? And then she was like, what's your order number? And I said, oh shit. And she said, do not curse at me. If you curse at me 2 more times, I will disconnect this call. And I was like, I wasn't cursing at you. It was a whole thing. I hate Mora. I hate her so much.
Wow, Mara. Like people really need beds to sleep in, Mara. And I really wish that you would just have like helped my girl Nicole out. Like she's looking for is sound sleep. And you're over there just like
that's it.
Giving her a hard time. Like, wouldn't you want someone to help you get some sound sleep, Mora?
I don't know if anyone ever helps Mora. Maybe that's why she's so bitter.
Yeah, that could be why. Maybe Mora is upset because Mora was not cast on the first season of Top Model and spent her whole life wondering what would have happened if she had got her big break and she was forced to do customer service at West Elm.
Shea, real quick, do you think you would do well on Top Model? Like, you've been on a competition show, so you know what it entails. But do you think the skills that you learned from Drag Race would help you on Top Model?
I feel like I would do all right. Here's the thing, because honestly, it kind of goes back and forth, because I feel like there are things that I learned from Top Model that helped me on Drag Race. There's certain little Tyra isms and like things that I do for photo shoots to this day.
Like
little things
what?
that Tyra taught me. Like tension.
What do you mean?
Always like, whenever you're posing, making sure that every single muscle is like engaged. Like if it feels relaxed, then like put a little bit of tension into it so that you create more like lines and like you're more engaged. Yes, tension. Clench your butt cheeks.
I can't model. Like I think some people can model and others truly cannot. And I'm a part of that group. It's wild. Like I'll try to do something nice with my face and then I'll see the picture and be like, wow, who knew a face could do that?
It is honestly one of those things that I feel like was really, really, really great. I appreciated all the lessons that Tyra gave it to me. And you know what? I'll give you a couple other ones after we take a short little break.
Chime is changing the way people bank. They offer the most rewarding, fee-free banking, and it's built just for you.
I don't want to interrupt here, but I want to chime in. They're not like traditional old banks that charge you overdraft and monthly fees. Plus, they have thousands of fee-free ATMs. There's nothing more frustrating than added fees when you're just trying to access your own money.
Exactly. So with Chime, you are not just switching banks, you are upgrading to America's #1 choice for banking with a Chime checking account.
And how about some of these benefits? All benefits here, honey. Get 5% cash back on a Chime card in a category of your choice, like gas or groceries. And you get savings that grow faster with 3.75 APY. That's 9 times higher than the national average.
And don't forget, they also have Spot Me, which lets you overdraft up to $200 fee-free.
We all need to be proactive in our own finances and understand what our money's doing, and banking can be confusing. There's so many hidden fees and policies that are different at each bank, so you have to look out for you, and with Chime you could do that.
Yes, God, and don't just settle. Find what works for you and get the perks and benefits that are beneficial to your life. Check out Chime.
Honey, I did. I'm a Chime user, and Chime is not just smarter banking, it's the most rewarding way to bank. Join the millions who are already banking fee-free today.
Head to chime.com/drag. That is chime.com/drag. It only takes a few minutes to sign up.
Chime is a fintech, not a bank. Banking services provided for MyPay and Chime Card provided by Chime Bank Partners. Optional products and services may have fees or charges. Stated annual percentage yield and cashback for Chime Prime only. No minimum balance required.
Checking account ranking based on a J.D. Power survey published October 20th, 2025. For more information on APY rates, MyPay, SpotMe, and travel perks, go to chime.com/disclosures.
This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform designed to help you stand out and succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or scaling your business, everybody needs a website. Otherwise, you're just out there making your business happen with what? Word of mouth? No, ma'am. If you've got a passion project that you're starting, if you want to start making drag watches that are purely ornamental, made for the sole purpose of a queen touching her wrist during lip sync when the song lyrics say, time. That idea is brilliant and needs a website. This is why you need Squarespace, because Squarespace gives you everything you need to claim your domain. Showcase your offerings with a professional website, then you can grow your brand and get paid all in one place. Plus, they have integrated SEO tools, which means search engine optimization, I think, so you can show up more often on search engines. And their Blueprint AI design tool, which can get a fully custom website built in just a few steps if you want to do the whole AI thing. Plus, you can connect your socials, set up easy ways for your customers to buy your products, and even schedule appointments with you. It's all right there on Squarespace. I've scaled a number of businesses in my time, and they have all needed websites because websites just legitimize you, you know? And Squarespace is a great spot for a creative person like me who needs to make a website and has great ideas but doesn't necessarily know the HTML, QRL, TMV of it all, you know? Because I'm not an IT whiz at all. But Squarespace makes it easy for me to select what I want and then put out a wonderful website. And it could be the same for you. You need to check out squarespace.com/drag for a free trial. And then when you're ready to launch, just use the offer code DRAG to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain, which is kind of the same thing. Squarespace.com/drag.
We are back with the one and only Nicole Byer. And we're talking about, just some cute little lessons that Tyra taught us. Okay, so for instance, this one's my favorite whenever I'm doing anything that's in profile, or I'm trying to make my neck look nice and lean. You push your tongue to the roof of your mouth, that soft palate on the top of your mouth. Mm-hmm. And it gives you a little
tongue's long enough to be able to do that.
No.
Do anything? I don't think it's doing anything.
I am look, there it is. Yeah, see, look, yeah. It's like I was really feeling like when they're at panel and Tyra is just like giving the girls direction. She's like, Nicole, give me coy. You were giving me very coy, Nicole. Yes. She's like, is this it, Tyra? Is this how you do it, Tyra? You know?
Wait, give me a coy face.
Okay, coy.
Wow. That was coy. That was the epitome of coy. Okay, so it's an audio medium, but what Shea did was Shea raised the eyebrows a little bit, the lips came in, and the eyes went wide. It was it was coy.
Yeah, it was coy.
I was like, what is she hiding?
Right, what is she? What could be behind her back? It's a fat ass.
Wait, Maxwell, do you model? Do you take pictures? What a dumb question.
Yes, absolutely. Actually, yeah.
I
Have you ever taken a picture?
I went to modeling school, actually. I was conned into Barbizon modeling school.
Really?
Yes, as a overweight 15-year-old, I was conned into that, and I really loved it. My headshots are legendary. I believe Shea has one on her fridge.
Yeah, I have a headshot, one of those headshots on my refrigerator. Signed.
This is perfect. Wait,
yeah,
I need to know more. I need to know more. So, how were you scouted for Barbizon modeling school?
I think my mom read an ad, actually, about it in the paper. It was all my mother's idea. She begged other people in the family to pay for it, and it was great. Yeah, you weren't conned into Barbizon modeling school? I'm really confused. Are you?
They
this
actually
isn't a normal thing.
No, it's so funny because like I grew up in the suburbs of Chicago too, and they would come to our school.
What?
They would come to our school.
Illegal.
Yeah, they would come to our school and literally give presentations of like, we have kids on Disney Channel shows. Like people have graduated from the Barbizon Modeling Academy to go on to be amazing, amazing things. And it's great because like some kids, they got conned into paying it. My parents, of course, they wouldn't even buy me a pair of Air Force Ones. So there is no way in hell they're going to pay for a modeling school. But that's okay because I got a free education from America's Next Top Model. What Tyra did was Tyra gave us access. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, Tyra was the blueprint, and then I was like, Barbizon is next, Mom, I promise.
I went to this in my early 20s. I went to this, I guess it was like a pyramid scheme. It was kind of like Barbizon, but it was for acting. And they were like, our actors have done X, Y, and Z, da, 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 da. And I was like, oh my God, this is how I'm going to get my foot in the door. And they're like, give us $1,000. And I was like, you fucking idiots, I'm poor. That's why I'm here trying to figure out how to get a job. And like, thank God I was poor.
Right? Oh my God. Like, right, exactly. Thank God for not having the money to get scammed out of, you know?
Yeah.
Not having money has been my excuse a lot of times, and I've been really thankful to have it.
Yeah, I'm sorry you can't scam me because I don't have the money to be
I don't
scammed.
have that money to get scammed. So sorry, God bless.
That's how I got out of getting scammed by Angeline, but that's a different story.
What do you mean? I must hear about this.
Angeline, like I won a ride in her car, and if you
Okay, I also won a ride too, but I didn't follow up with it.
Oh, I did, but my friend told me all about it, and basically what she does is she swindles you out of money the whole time. She tries to get you to pay for her parking, gas, coffee, buy an $80 t-shirt. And when you're like, $80, that's too much, she'll say James Franco bought one for $150. So I told her I didn't have any more money than to only pay for a selfie with her, which was $20.
Wow. I mean, if it's a hustle that works, let's keep hustling. How
Yes.
wild.
I mean,
She's iconic, though.
She runs an OnlyFans basically out of her car. So
she really does. She's truly the OG of OnlyFans, and it's in person. The in-person OnlyFans.
Right? She's like, you're my
I
only
met her
fan.
once, and we took a picture with her. I think we paid $20, but she held a fan in front of her face. And she did my friend's show. And I don't know what they discussed beforehand, but she came. I think the fan was in front of her face. I think she said hello, and I think she left immediately after. Like, it was truly like, hello, goodbye. And it was like, oh, we all came here for you. But then I wasn't like mad about it. I was like, that's iconic. To be like, yes, I will do this show for 30 seconds.
Yeah, that it kind of reminds me of the story that my mom loves to tell about when I was 4 years old and Barney was coming to town and she took us to the local like hot dog burger joint where Barney was supposed to be making this appearance. And we had waited out in line in the rain for an hour. We get in there, order our food, and they're like, the show's about to start. Barney comes out. And like all the kids start like running to him. They're like, yes, give it to us. I immediately was just all like, can we go? And my mom was like, what do you mean, Jaren? Like, you love Barney. He's like your favorite. Like, what do you mean? And I was like, girl, that's not Barney. And she's like, what? How do you know that? And I was just like, look at his shoes. And like he had on these black kind of like combat. First of all, let me just tell you, I was just giving my mom what was the most obvious example. And I kid you not, this is the type of child I was. I remember the first thing that turned me on to this Barney was he was the wrong shade of purple. Barney was like that bright fuchsia-y purple, yes. And this motherfucker looked like a Crown Royal bag, okay? And I was like, this is not my friend. That is not my friend. And then I looked down and I clocked the shoes and I said, we gotta go. And
that's so fucking funny.
Yeah. And I don't know. I feel like it was like that level of anticipation for a meet and greet. And then you get there and you're like, this is not what I was expecting. You know?
That was Disney World for me. I was so upset to be at Disney World. I said, it's hot. There is too many people. Minnie Mouse will not speak to me. And the water's too expensive. Which was like my complaint because that was my dad's complaint that I had heard enough. And I was like, I'll take that too. The water, it's expensive.
I remember when we went to Disney World too, my dad gave us like a budget. And I think it was like $10 to get food with. And that was like, you know, he's like, well, you better eat before we go to the park. You know, you better eat before we go to the park. Like, y'all be playing around trying to sleep in the morning. Like, get that breakfast because you will be hungry. And I was like, I got $10. And like, I swear to God, I remember like everything was like $12 and up. And me just like walking around the park, just like wanting to get an actual meal. And all I could get was like a pretzel because that was under $10.
It's so expensive. And I'm like, that's the happiest place on earth? No, sir.
Yeah. Yes. No, ma'am. So tell me.
Yes.
So you work in reality television. You've worked as a host for a very, very popular contest. Now, when it comes to the contestants, what do you feel like makes for someone who is successful in these situations? Like, I feel like as someone who has competed, but also even prior to that, like had a little bit of like a background in like improv, I feel like that is those skills are very helpful in reality television because things are always changing. Like, what do you think makes a good contestant for a reality television show? Competition.
Honestly, if it's for something like me, like nailed it personally, I like people from the Midwest who don't take themselves too seriously, who like to talk. Because those are the most, those are the people you're going to get the most fun out of. If you get somebody who's self-aware, who is like, I came here to win. I didn't come to make friends. Nicole, get away from me. I need to bake. Then I'm like, oh, we can't have fun.
Yeah, like, let's play around.
Yeah. And then on Wipeout, I think the people who succeed are the people who like are determined and like came in with a plan and maybe take a hot second to like look at the thing they're about to jump on, as opposed to just like leaping and being like, I don't know what's going to happen. So I think it's like a little bit of strategy.
I am so excited about Wipeout. Okay, what was that experience like?
It was fun. So John Cena is a true delight, and he's funny, he's personable, he's easy to talk to. I was scared he was going to be a little bit of a diva. He is not. Like, he's so down to earth. Like, you wouldn't even know he was John Cena. Yeah, it was just fun. We shot some of it in December, right after I'd like broken or dislocated my ankle. So I had surgery, pins in my leg. I was in a boot. I couldn't put any weight on it, but they were like really accommodating, like to a point where I was just like, what a treat. Thank you so much. I hope everyone is as accommodating for people who are, incapacitated or like differently abled or whatever. But yeah, it was just truly wild to like see people in person, like slip and slide around and fall. And you're like, I'm so sorry. Like a lot of times you laugh, but then sometimes you're just like, oh no, you were so close.
Right.
But yeah, I'm really excited about it. I think it's funny.
Yeah.
I think, who knows? You never know until something's out.
I personally like really am a fan of it. I love all those types of shows. It really does make me laugh too. Like I love I can't wait. And you also have a new season of Nailed It.
Yeah, it was like my second job back from pandemic break. So it was kind of wild.
Yeah.
Working during the beginning of the pandemic was like, oof, scary.
Yeah. I love how much I committed to that as if I knew what that was like working during I was like, it was terrifying when really it was just the thought of it that was terrifying.
Well, it's scary because you're just like, okay, so I'm going to leave my bubble, go work with people where I don't know if they've been as, taking it as seriously as me, and then come back to my bubble and hope to not get them sick. But I will say this, I think Drag Race was the very first thing I went back to, and their standard was wild. That like set the standard for me. So like when I went to other shows, I'd be like, no, you have to do it this way. No, no, that person can't come near me. No.
Yeah. Stay away. Get away. It's really been nice to watch you so much this season on Drag Race. It's been a treat.
Thank you.
Genuine.
I mean, what a treat. When they said I could do 2 episodes, I almost lost my mind because one of the producers who we're friends, we talk, I pitched to him, I was like, can I drive the van that takes the queens home?
Yes.
And he didn't take it seriously, but I think it'd just be funny.
Yeah.
There's no explanation. I'm just like sitting there.
Honestly, I feel like that would make a lot of girls smile and actually feel better about being sent home. You'd be like, at least I got to ride in a van with Nicole Byer for a couple seconds in a circle around the lot.
I have a question. You might want to cut this out, but when you were eliminated on, what season were you? 10? 9. So when you were eliminated, do you actually go home or do you have to go to a hotel while filming ends?
Okay, so it was different for me because I was just eliminated at the live finale. So I had gone through the entire
yes. I fucking forgot about that. Yeah.
Filming process. So but what I was told was that because they film 2 episodes in a week. So like 2.5 episodes in a week. So there's about 2 girls that get eliminated and then they fly them home on Sunday. So if you were the first girl to go, then you would like fly out on the Sunday.
But like when they bring girls back, I'm like, did they fly them home and then fly them back?
No, those are normally girls who have been there. But you want to know what's funny, though? They actually did film us doing that before they decided that it was a top 4. They filmed all of us being eliminated and doing that one by one. So I literally did film that segment of riding off in the van with an empty suitcase that had literally nothing in it that I rolled out and put in that,
That is so nuts. Wait, was your season the first year of top 4? No, Peppermint season. Wait, is that your season?
Yeah.
Listen, I watched every single season again this year, and it's all just jumbled in my brain. And I will say this after rewatching all of them, people shit on season 7, but season 7 is funny.
Yes.
Every challenge is an acting challenge. And you're like, none of these girls can act.
I mean, it's hilariously messy.
It is. I love it. I want Drag Race to get messy again. Instead, we are in March. And we're probably going to go until May. They're like, we can't send anybody home. And you know what's good? Let's put a Corona special right here.
Yeah, right in the middle, smack dab in it. Okay, we're going to take a quick little break and then we'll be right back. I mean, obviously, we've been loving you as a judge on this season of Drag Race. So let's talk about some of the judges on the first season of America's Next Top Model.
Ooh.
So in Top Model, we got the weekly judging panel of top model experts, and they would review the girls on their model behavior, how they execute the runway challenge, and the photo shoots. There were regular judges, and then they would bring in a guest judge as well. The house judges really brought a particular character and drama to every elimination process. Top Model Facts. Top Model Facts. First up, we have the one and only Janice Dickinson, who is the world's first supermodel. Coined the term supermodel, and because of that, she had a fantastic career that led her to being a judge on America's Next Top Model. Known for her brown hair, long legs, Janice was the face of fashion from the 70s to 80s. More Top Model Facts. Janice was definitely cast to be the Simon of the Top Model table. And speaking of that table, I really want you, Nicole, to go back and watch season 1 because they are so close. Like the judging panel, like I swear to God, you could fit half of that judging panel into one judge's cubicle on a COVID panel for Drag Race right now.
If you go back and watch season 1 of Drag Race, they're also on top of each other, like on top of one another. And then you look like sometimes they'll do like an area view of the set, and you're like, they're in someone's garage. Right. But yeah, I guess it's like
they filmed it in a hotel due to budgets. They literally took a hotel room, took all the furniture out, and put curtains and a TV up, basically, and did the whole thing on a table.
Yeah,
wow.
Just one table. Oh, and then each week I noticed out in watching it, they would switch a photo of Tyra that would be hanging in front of the blue curtains. They would just like blow up a little headshot of Tyra.
Wow.
And it'd be a different one every week.
Love some crafty fucking production. If there's a will, there's a fucking way. Like nobody has any excuse for like having an idea and being like, I don't know how to execute it. It's like, figure it the fuck out. Rent out the Marriott.
Right, I know. And as well as Janice Dickinson on the judging panel, they had Beau Killian, who he was the editor-in-chief at Marie Claire. He was very moody and definitely tried to change the judges' perspectives away from fashion stereotypes. And when Tyra introduced him, she says that he works with all the major models that make it onto the pages of Marie Claire and that he is the one to impress. Ooh, she's so smart. Yeah, I mean, Beau...
See, I don't remember Beau. I have to Google.
That's
what is
no.
Beau what?
You don't need to.
No, you don't.
You don't need to.
He's a one-season diva judge.
He just
Beau is so excited to listen to this podcast and gets to this part, and he's like, "Oh no!"
I mean,
they said I wasn't even worth a Google. No,
it's
really sweet.
When did Jay come?
Okay, so Jay comes in season 4 as a judge.
Okay.
But we do meet Jay as the runway coach at the very, very top of season 1. So, you know, Jay kind of works her way into being on the panel where we start getting like the iconic looks with that go with the girls' eliminations. And last but not least on our judging panel, we have the one and only Miss Kimora Lee Lesnar, previously Simmons, model, owner, and creator of Baby Fat. Did you ever own any Baby Fat?
Are you fucking kidding? Yes. And I still own Baby Fat. So I have a storage unit in New Jersey from when I moved to LA from New York. I threw everything in storage, and I have 2 pairs of Baby Fat jeans that I refused to get rid of because they just fit my ass so good. But they are bootcut, and I am not a bootcut queen. But when I get them out of storage, I'm going to be a bootcut queen because they make their ass look good.
Oh, gosh. Yes. I mean, like, I remember just like, what is her name? Tina. Thank you, Tina. She was my girl because she had the fiercest little Baby Fat jeans that I used to love to just like, I just appreciated how amazing they made her ass look. And I just remember just thinking like, damn, I wish I could have a pair.
You can have a pair. Get on eBay. Get you a vintage pair because they don't make them the same, the current ones.
Yeah, you know what? Now I think I will do that because how we were talking about earlier, we're like dressing in our like teenage
That's how
like
I'm getting
clothing
everything
fantasies.
that I want from the early. I'm going on eBay. I'm going on Etsy. Etsy has everything you've ever wanted. I've been up on Etsy for fucking years. I love Etsy.
Yes.
Also, Poshmark is really good, and Macari is also pretty good.
Wait, what's the last one?
Macari, I just discovered it, but I did buy some Chanel sunglasses from them, and I don't know if they're
that
real.
Sounds pushy. Oh.
She paid a good amount of money and she don't know if they real.
And I feel some type of way about taking them to the Chanel store to be like, are these real? Like, as a black woman, be like, get out.
No, take them in there and be like, excuse me, I want to know if I was sold counterfeit. I need you to verify.
Will they do that?
Yeah.
Maxwell very firmly shook his head. No. Girl.
As a former luxury retail gay, if somebody brought me some glasses to inspect if they were fake, I would probably laugh at you.
Wait, where did you work?
Where haven't I worked?
Did you work at Prada?
What?
Did you work at Prada?
No, I worked at Saks Fifth Avenue for a very long time. And I worked at a Nordstrom once for a while selling glasses. Yeah, if somebody brought me glasses, I would laugh and tell them to go to customer service. I feel like that's not my department. I'm sorry.
Nordstrom's, I love. I once bought boots from Nordstrom's, kept them for 3.5 years, took them back to Nordstrom's, and they handed me cash.
I love Nordstrom's.
They
don't do that anymore. But
they don't?
They changed their return policy a couple years ago to like give it back to the way that you paid for it because people would go max out a credit card with purchasing stuff and return it and get it in cash. And that's like fraud.
So who else did you tell, Nicole? Who else did you tell?
Who did I tell?
Yeah, because clearly they caught on.
Oh, I mean, I told everybody. I honestly, in high school, I used to like return things that I had not bought for cash, which is a better scam than actually buying it and getting the cash. Come on now, no interest because I didn't use any sort of money.
I love what an enemy to retail you are.
Here's the thing. If I had like focused any of this energy into my schooling, I probably would have went to college. And I probably would have, been an academic. But like, hey, here we are.
I still think about your story about Macy's jail. Was it Macy's jail?
Hell yeah, dude. Macy's at 34th Street has a jail. It's wild because they took us down there. Me and my friend both got arrested. It was her fault. She's the one who got us caught. I have a foolproof plan. Do you want to know? Do you want to know how to steal?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell everybody how to steal. Okay, so cameras. If you can see the camera can see you. Like, if you look at your like camera on your computer, look at where you stand, and that's probably where a camera in a store, you're also off camera. So once you figure out you're off camera, you get your little place, and then you put shirts inside of shirts on the hanger. So instead of 3, you're taking in 6. You put pants inside of pants, so you're taking in 4 as opposed to 2. Get in the fitting room, pop off the sensors, put everything in your purse, put the sensors that you popped off in the pocket of the jeans. This is crucial. Do not leave them in the fitting room because then you are leaving evidence that you took something. So then you act like a normal shopper. You go, I'm going to keep some of these shirts and I'm going to keep some of these pants. So give back one pair, but keep the pair that has the sensors in them. Keep shopping. Like you're like, I don't know, I'm not really feeling it. And then just go, I don't need these. Put the pants at the back of the rack or in the middle of the rack. Leave. They have nothing on you. They can't do anything.
Wow.
And guess what? You now have a new wardrobe full of holes. And I'll say this. I do not steal anymore. But when I was in my youth, I was very poor and I needed clothing.
Yeah.
I used to do that and the sensors fell out of the pockets of the jeans and I had never run out of a Hollister so fast in my damn life. I never went back.
Oh my gosh, that is so amazing. The only time that I ever shoplifted was at American Apparel before they put sensors on things so that I couldn't get caught. That's all the kids in college, because that's how old I was when I first tried that. Like, I didn't do anything bad until college. Like, I didn't drink. Like, I never even had a sip of alcohol before college.
Really?
Yeah,
I
seriously.
Was bad. I was like, let's
so
smoke
late.
cigarettes. Let's drink your mother's alcohol.
Yeah, no.
Anything bad. I was like, let's smoke all the weed. Cocaine? Snort it.
Yeah, I was literally like, I really don't want to ruin my voice because I have to sing Kids and Bye Bye Birdie. So I really need to get my rest. This has been such a blast. Nicole, thank you so much for kicking off my cute little podcast with us. Did you have a good time?
I had the best time. I truly enjoy you. It was a treat.
Oh, thank you so much. And if you could just like as a favor, just as a little blessing to the podcast, as a renowned, decorated, award-winning podcastress.
Okay.
Do you have any advice for a budding podcast such as this?
Let's see. Advice? Just keep going. Just keep chugging along like Thomas the Train Engine. Is that who he is? I don't know. Okay, here's real advice. I don't think you need advice. I think you're dazzling. I think you have a wonderful personality. I think you're very interesting. I think you're very funny. I think you're honest and carefree and beautiful and have a wonderful work ethic. I think your guests should be so lucky that they get to talk to you. Yeah, I don't think you don't need my blessing. You're amazing.
You are so sweet. Thank you so much, Nicole. And please tell the dolls and divas where they can find you.
Okay, you can find me on the phone with West Elm. No, I'm kidding. I was truly on the phone with him for like an hour. Was that the other podcast we were talking about or this one? Anyway, my Instagram, my Twitter is at Nicole Byer. Okay, my ADD medicine is done. I like...
She said, "Pew pew. I have checked out. Goodbye."
The brain is bouncing around. Late at night, it gets bad for me. Anywho, I have other podcasts. Why Won't You Date Me? Best Friends, Newcomers, 90 Day Bay on Patreon. Also, Nailed It, Wipeout, and yes.
Thanks to Nicole Byer for joining us all week here on Wanna Be on Top. Now that the stage is set, next week, we are diving into the nitty-gritty. We will get to know the first ever cast of Top Model and all the drama that happened in their New York penthouse. And I say penthouse in quotes. And next week, Raja will be joining us, the icon and the legend herself. Thanks for listening. And if you have any, and I mean any, Top Model facts or questions for me, Maxwell, or our guests, or you just want to say hi, you can send an email to beontoppod@gmail.com. Once again, that's beontoppod@gmail.com. Remember to subscribe to Wanna Be on Top wherever you listen, and make sure to rate and review the show. It helps us grow. I'm Shea.
And I'm Maxwell Esposito.
And as always, the question remains, wanna be on top?
Wanna Be on Top is not endorsed by America's Next Top Model or any of the show's creators, producers, or distributors. It is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only. America's Next Top Model and all names, pictures, audio, and video clips are registered trademarks and or copyrights of their respective trademark and or copyright holders.
Wanna be on top?
Forever. Dog.
To listen to Wanna Be on Top ad-free and Monday early, sign up for Forever Dog Plus at foreverdogpodcast.com/plus. Make sure to follow at Forever Dog Team and at Mom Podcasts on social, and rate and review Wanna Be on Top 5 stars on Apple Podcasts. Yes, bitch, I said 5 stars on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or wherever you get your podcasts. Wanna Be on Top is produced by Forever Dog and Moguls of Media, aka Mom, hosted by Shea, produced by Maxwell Esposito, editing and sound designed by Will Pitts, executive produced by Willem Belli, Big Dipper, Alaska Thunderfuck, Brett Boehm, Joe Cilio, and Alex Ramsey.